Anything that you don't want. If you find yourself saying something that you would rather not be aired, you just kind of give us a heads up. And
I try to be 100% whatever I say.
Does, but if you fart or something goes sideways,
hey, that don't bother me.
That's you don't want it in there.
It's your production.
He can. Take
I let those all out before I came.
Hey, welcome back
to another episode of Living Well Together. Big life in a small town.
What do we call this thing again?
There's multiple times.
No, I do it all the time.
Well, we do multiple takes on some days.
We have a Living Well community, so the Living Well Together kind of fits into our Living Well Otherwise community with other.
Exactly.
That's the same mindset, same philosophy.
Yes, try to kind of overlay some things, but everything we're doing is big life in a small town.
Exactly, and there's no better person to be here with us today than what I think of as the voice of Fairborn.
That just blows my mind. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's just amazing. This is Joey Bryant, and I came across his group on Facebook, and the things that he's doing there are amazing. So uplifting, so supportive of the community. You know, you really are listening to what your audience is looking for. You know,
very much so.
I know they were talking about curbs. They're very concerned about curbs.
Before I came on here, I asked them. I was like, "Well, what would you like me to talk about?" Because it's not me. I don't.
You put out a little survey.
Oh yeah, I asked them. Here, I'll bring it up here in a second.
Yeah.
But I asked them like, "What should I talk about?" Because this isn't me. This isn't Joey's time to shine. It's I'm here for the Fairborn group and help you guys out because you're from Fairborn and I promote Fairborn local. I love it.
Well, today is Joey's time to shine.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
Well, what's going to happen is, and we were talking about Rogan and some other stuff before, but you have a background with some media.
Yeah, I work for Channel 7. I know a bunch of those wonderful people over there.
Yeah.
They work hard to bring us the news. They're amazing. I know all the videographers from all the other branches too. They work hard. They work really hard, but they provide you as much scary, depressing, kind of not uplifting information like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So I saw a void and I tried to fill that void with the Fairborn group.
So why Fairborn? What are you doing in Fairborn? Let's rewind the tape a little bit and say who's Joey.
So
Joey B. If you were a rapper, right?
Oh,
if you're a rapper, your name would be Joey B.
Oh, I don't know.
So if I call you Joey B, don't be upset.
All right, that's fine.
If I say something like Yo Joey B, please don't be offended.
No, I will not. I appreciate it. That's all love. I greatly appreciate it. So I was unemployed. That's what originally started all this. I started my own business doing odor management, just trying to provide an honest business for people. And it wasn't going nowhere. I was making really nice posts, but it wasn't getting seen. Yeah. I was putting money into advertisement, but it wasn't getting calls. Right. I was like, well, okay, I'm failing as this business. How can I make it better? What am I missing? So I dove in over a year ago into marketing.
Did you have a tagline for the odor management business? Because I can think of like 7.
I didn't. I tried not to. I try to keep it nice and professional.
All right, go ahead, babe. You might as well roll with it.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I might use it, though.
We'll come back to that.
Okay, jot them down so you don't forget.
Oh, yeah, please, there's going to be a list.
But I want to go back even further than your most recent history. How'd you land in Fairborn? Are you a local guy from ever?
Very far back, my grandma was here originally. Okay. She had a hot pink house over here in Fairborn and was a secretary for the general on base. So one of the generals.
Oh, nice.
I don't know all the details, but she was awesome. Both my parents grew up here in Fairborn, graduated, and then moved on. My father lived in Xenia, so that's where I grew up. I grew up with him and graduated, joined the Air Force, did the Air Force for 9 years, loved every minute of it. Thank you, everybody that serves. You're amazing.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, very much so. Those people are amazing. And even today, holy moly, pray for you guys. So I did that, got out, was a single father of my daughter, and I can't do the military and became a single parent. Yep. So I got out and was doing odds and end jobs, but went back to school to be multimedia production and broadcasting. I loved YouTube. I loved photos. I loved video. I used to do journalism in high school. Loved it.
Just so you guys know, and I don't know if you can tell, but he's wearing the headset on one ear only. I have never seen that move. Yeah, he is.
That's a pro because he's listening to me too.
He's got it going on. I would never have noticed, or I never thought.
Try it.
It does give you kind of a different world.
You find that happy medium so you can hear yourself and hear the other people.
Multimedia.
Well, this is
that's right.
This is from my military days.
Okay.
When on the Air Force, on the plane, we had Bose headphones and DC headphones. Well, you couldn't hear the person sitting right next to you, and sometimes we had students. Well, we had people talking on the radio, so you had to listen with one ear and talk with the other ear to your student.
Yeah.
So this is where that came from. So this isn't multimedia. This is pure
telling you.
military training.
It's Joey B.
Yeah. We're going to learn so much today. This is amazing. So you grew up in Xenia.
Yep. I grew up, graduated in Xenia. I loved the town. They didn't really teach us college, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how Fairborn does, but Xenia didn't teach us about college.
Okay.
I applied to a bunch of different colleges like Ohio State, Ohio University, Cincinnati, and I didn't have the grades. Nothing. The military did, though. The military had all that promise, and of course, I jumped and went straight for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like it was the perfect next step for you.
It was where I was meant to go. I've met so many amazing people. I've learned so many different skills and trades and ability to talk. One of the first public speaking roles I had, because I was always that shy kid. All through elementary, there's a, I don't know if you're out there, Maurice Winters. I've been wanting to mention this guy's name. Elementary school, we had a program where sixth graders went and talked to first graders in kindergarten. He would talk to them and tell them stories and was very animated and like, I want to be that kid. And I never was. Now I am. So thanks to him. Thanks, Maurice. I appreciate you, brother.
Some people
Did you say
call
Maurice?
me Maurice.
Okay.
Yep.
Maurice
Exactly. I think
Winters.
about it
Well,
every
we
time,
need to
too.
track him down.
Right?
Yeah.
He's my inspiration. He's amazing.
And so he
God.
was a sixth grader when you were a first
No,
grader?
we were both sixth graders,
You were
but we
both
would
sixth
go down to the kindergarten class and like just hang out with them. I think Xenia and some people do it with sports teams. Like the players go down and hang out with them.
Mentoring.
Yeah, it's just mentorship.
Sharing. Yep.
But I'd go down there and talk to him, but he would go down there and entertain them.
Okay.
And like they would want to see him.
Yeah.
Hi, Joey. No, they want to see Maurice. I want to be Maurice.
That's awesome.
Because it was just so neat to see how people live, like how you two, you're smiling, you're happy, you're not.
Well, you're pretty smiley and happy too.
It's contagious.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is.
the group does. If somebody said that my smile and contagious, like how I treat people is contagious.
Yes.
And so that's what the group is.
Yeah.
And that kind of personifies and has grown
Yeah, it really has. So when you first started it, what year was that?
this year.
You just
January
started it this
of-
year?
Jumping
This
way
year.
ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're
I
done
I
with
can
the
go with you.
military. We've got some training. We started with Channel 7. You're getting way ahead.
Okay. Flow with it, babe. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's his story. We don't want to jump ahead.
I can go any way. It
Yeah.
don't matter. I can tell it.
Well, yep. Keep on going. If you want to
All right.
keep it linear, we can, or we can.
So
bounce.
after the
Oh, we're going to
military.
bounce around, but let's get the foundation.
All right, so I got out of the military and then went to school for multimedia production. Sorry, Channel 7, they don't pay enough.
Okay.
For a single father, it
Yeah.
wasn't cutting it. I went and got a technical writing job. Basically, I took satellite equipment and put it into a PDF form. Not fun.
No.
Well, 2 days in, my mother asked, she ran a heating cooling company. She said, hey, I need a marketing director. We pay 6 figures
Yeah.
in marketing. That was back then to Yellow Pages
Oh wow.
and
wow.
or YP.com.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I'll gladly come help you. Helped them out for 3 years. They sold it, made tons of money, and here I am becoming an electrician, doing other stuff, trying to find work. So
Yeah.
I love them to death, but
So they didn't keep you on when they sold.
when they sold, they hired
Yeah.
Scorpion, so they didn't have to manage everything,
Okay.
and I got let
Got
go.
it. Oh,
So-
dang. But lots of
I learned
3
a lot.
years of experience.
That's where
Oh my
I
gosh.
learned how to do the marketing of the graphics, the social media stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be willing to bet that there's a huge portion of our audience that have never seen a set of Yellow Pages anyway.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's like the buggy whip salesman. They're gone.
I got a secret that most people don't know about Facebook.
Uh-oh.
It is not a social media app. It is an advertisement company.
You don't say.
All of them are.
I am shocked.
Most people don't know that.
Most people don't know that. You're
Yeah, they
absolutely
think
right.
They think it's there for them to
Right.
share, but if you go through your post, like say you post something or your friend did, out of the 20 you see, one is from a friend.
Right.
That's why the group works so well.
TV's the same way.
Oh,
it's
exactly.
Not, it's not for entertainment. It's for sales.
Yep,
and,
it's 100
and marketing. Yeah.
Radio, that's how
All of
it all is driven by sales.
Yeah.
Of course.
So if you know it's all done by sales, it's not done by truth and communication.
100% true.
And that's where I tried to have a pillar of my community for the group.
So you're cracking the code on here's how we're going to bring some integrity to the social media scene.
Well, plus, if like say you have your living social or your living together page and you make a post, like say we're promoting this podcast, we put out there, hey, this coming out so and so.
Yeah.
1% to 2% of the people who will see it will actually see that post.
Right.
If I post it in my group, it's 40%.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is
So you
why
tell me where you want to
never-
invest your money at.
Right.
1% to 2%
Kidding.
impressions or
Yeah.
40% impressions with potential clicks of people who like it.
Yeah.
That's what and then that's how the community was. Now it's in the past 1,000 members.
Okay.
It's more of they have a voice.
Yeah.
They're communicating. I'm having instead of like 5 or 6 comments, I'm having 30, 50 comments. They're starting to realize, hey, we can talk here safely and not be judged, not be criticized. Joey's doing it. Look what he's doing. Because
I'm telling you, as soon as they watch this, you're going to be Joey B.
I get love and I get heat. Like, that's what,
of course.
Like, if you stay liked your whole life, you'll be right there with everybody else.
If all you get is love,
you have to be, it's that bell curve. You have to be either loved or hate.
So you don't post too much controversial stuff, though.
Rarely ever.
But then there's other people that will drop some things in that might be on.
I'll ask. For example, we were talking about political with Trump and Kamala Harris's presidential election. I asked the group, straight vote.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to talk about it or just keep it to the basics? Like they won. This is what they wanted. None of it.
Yes.
They didn't want any political. And then somebody tried to comment and they actually don't. They were causing drama with other stuff, but then they tried to post something up. I was like, you can't do that.
Wait. Let me be clear. There are people on social media who are causing drama?
Yeah, right.
Are you kidding me right now?
These people actually individually reach out to me and cause drama for me just because of the group. So it's
wow.
That's how you know you're doing something right.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
I have a thank you wall in my head.
A scab.
It's like a little wall in my head that says thank you. Every time you said, no, I couldn't do this, or no, that won't work, their name got put on my list and they're going to be my motivation for my next project.
Wow.
We've done 2 contests now, a Halloween contest and a Christmas contest. Both were kind of made out of me being petty or spiteful. One person talked a whole lot of crap about the group and said that they saw our demise. I'm like, it's just a social media. I created that Halloween contest that night into the next day, and it blew up like wildfire, and everybody loved it. Even Mike Foy, who owns Foy's, loves the content. The contest.
We gotta get Michael in here.
You should. He's a wonderful person.
Yeah, he is.
He is a wonderful person.
And so he liked your post.
Well, he sent to me trying to get me to vote for it. I was like, I can't vote on it. It's my contest. Can't do that, man. But that just kind of was like that digital pat on the back that, hey, what you're doing is working. It's resonating. And then I asked him, I was like, hey, do you guys want to do a holiday contest? I didn't really plan on doing one. I'm just, yes. So we did a holiday contest. And
how'd it go? I don't understand.
I didn't see that one.
It was called #Fairborn December Decor 24.
Oh,
pretty catchy.
Okay.
But all you had to do was decorate your door or your tree, take a picture, submit it, and you got entered into a contest.
Nice.
Our sponsors for the last one and this one are, if I just say I'm doing this contest, they're in.
Yeah.
Rio Nail Spa. They're right outside town, but they've supported us every step of the way. I've reached out to multiple different businesses in Fairborn and have been told my numbers aren't high enough for them or we don't know, we don't trust you. You need to be a part of this community or this organization for us to work with you. I've heard every no.
So do you think maybe we're sabotaging our podcast by having you as a guest?
I hope so. I doubt it. Because you can look at the numbers. I can show you the numbers. The community wants to be heard.
Amen. No, that's what makes it super fun.
He's teasing. Actually, I'm thinking, I wish Joey would have reached out to us.
You will get a letter. You might get an email or a notification. Why'd you let him on there?
Bring it.
I haven't done nothing.
We should have a shave our head contest somehow.
Oh.
Let's
think of a different thing.
So the contest thing is
that's
spikes the
brilliant.
numbers for sure.
Well, it was all wonderful because it was 600 people voted in the Halloween contest, and I'm thinking I made it because somebody told me no. I created a contest, and then 600 people liked it. Okay, as soon as I done, I announced the winners. Thanked everybody. You guys want to do a holiday contest?
Yeah.
Yes. 2 different emails or notifications from outside. I'm not here to gossip. Told me no, you shouldn't do that. There's already too many things going on in town.
But
Like
I'm like,
people,
people
I was like, they don't have to pay you. They don't have to pay a
you gotta
dime.
leave your house. It's not like
And
Mine
you're not
doesn't
asking
have
for
to-
money, right?
I don't ask a penny. You just take pictures and they win a gift card to get their nails done.
That's awesome.
It's $150. I think it was $100 for the first place and $50 for the second place.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I have to do
I
nothing.
want the nail place as a host or a guest in here.
She's
as well.
amazing.
That would be awesome.
I can get
too.
you guys connected with her. She's amazing.
100%.
So, Joey, one of the things that we have been starting to work on is a Living Well, Giving Well campaign. And it sounds like it would fit well with that.
Amen.
You know, we can help in your group with letting them know that they can jump in there. And
we don't even have a contest. It's just a giveaway.
It's just a giveaway. They just have to.
I was going to do one every holiday. You decorate your
do
house
one every week.
Yeah.
The ladies need time to build. They're hardworking ladies in the group. Because the majority is women in the group.
Yeah,
and there are tons of men in there. Don't get me wrong, but it's majority women. So it's the moms, it's the parents of this community. That is the voice of your community.
The hand that rocks the cradle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Rules the
that's
world.
exactly right.
And we all know what the wives and moms own the bank. Like husbands don't buy nothing without their permission.
Tell us a little
just
bit about
saying.
your family.
Oh, goodness. My wonderful family.
Yeah.
Well, I'm married to my wonderful wife of 5 and some change years now, Christina Bryant. She's actually was the judge in the past contest. And there's been a lot of issues with people concerned about alcohol or drunk drivers on New Year's.
Yes.
Okay.
She's also one of the people volunteered to help DD for that. So if you need a drunk DD for New Year's,
Wow.
we're going to start something for that. If you guys want to get on, we can talk about. Oh, this will probably air after that, won't that?
It will be after that, but we will put something
We'll
out
get something
maybe
together
from
afterwards because I want to. Because there's a lot
even
of there's a
before.
lot of concern for that. So there's people offering it. So we'll talk about that afterwards.
Yeah, maybe
I forgot
we
this airs
It'll
afterwards.
come
So
after that, but you know what? We'll put some different links in and some other things. If
thank you
guys-
for the
Ahead of
help
time.
for the. No,
Yeah.
future conversation.
Yeah.
Future conversation.
Thank you so much for helping us
Yes.
on New Year's Eve.
Right.
yeah, right here. Look, I posted. It has gotten 50 comments about what I should talk about in this group.
What did they
let's-
say?
yeah.
What was
So curbs was a big one. They're
Oh,
really
here, I'll let you read through them.
Yeah.
So that way it's not biased. I tried to remove myself from this as much
Okay.
as possible because this is
curbs? You said
Yes.
curbs?
curbs.
if you come up Maple, the easiest point out, and there's a photo I have it on the on the group. If you come up Maple and you turn right into Speedway, you got Dairy Queen right in front of you. That curb is like what's it, like a 70, 60 degree angle. It is steep, and it will take your bumper off. Like people will have to stop to
You're
get to that.
supposed to not hit them.
Well, it's the entrance curb. It's like the entrance ramp into not just the curb.
Got it.
They call it the curb, but it's the entrance to the parking lot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna borrow your picture
Yeah.
real quick. So it's supposed to be like this, where they can come from the street level
gradual.
into,
Smooth
apron,
but it's
we
like
call that.
yeah, it's more of a curb.
Yeah.
Got it.
And so it's wrecking their cars.
Oh,
Into
yeah,
the
it's
Dairy
bad.
Queen or into the Speedway?
Speedway.
Okay.
But it seems like it's the whole Maple, all of Maple. When they redid the road,
Okay.
is that way.
Interesting.
Well, not all,
and that's a
it's like
concern
some-
for the people on the
Everybody.
site.
The,
Okay.
the Speedway is concerned because there's less customers coming into their business, driving their sales down. People are getting their cars damaged left and right.
okay.
But there's so many concerns. There's one of the biggest
Curbs.
ones.
What else besides curbs?
Well, there's a lot of positive things too, talking about how wonderful the Main Street has been this year and how
I
everybody.
thought the city did a killer
Yeah.
job
The
decorating
beautification
for the Christmas
downtown.
season.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful
That was awesome.
it
What they did in
was.
Fifth Third was real pretty. I shared a bunch of those photos.
Is that right?
And just the traditions over the years
Right.
with how well the,
The parades
city's
and
done
different
with that.
festivals.
And also the food pantries, like
Those
the
are
fish.
huge bubbles.
This is a huge
They're
bubble.
writing
Yeah.
like paragraphs.
Yep. And then
That's the change. Before it was like 5 or 6 comments with few like one-liners. Now it's people actually expressing how they feel about this town.
Okay.
What everybody should be listening to.
Yeah.
And that's what the void is I filled. The
Yes.
community wasn't being heard and had no way to express their concerns. They can post on Facebook, but like I said, 1 out of 20 people saw it.
right.
So they're not being heard.
Right.
So they go to the council meetings
Okay. That was going to be my next question is, are you going to the places where you would actually be heard?
soon. That is the next step. Like I mentioned before, we're talking about doing town hall meetings.
Yeah,
And I would
that'd be fun.
want to include you guys in that, where I go to different businesses throughout the month and just have a live stream town hall meeting where we talk about different social events or
Yeah.
Fairborn issues.
Right.
Then whenever the town has their town hall, council meeting, whatever,
Right.
I show up with a list of everything. This is what the town has told me they're concerned about.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah. Almost just a list. It's
Yeah,
just
because I've invited them to come to the
through.
group. There's council people that are my friends, which I didn't know that at the time. I treat everybody the same. I treat whether I meet a stranger off the street or I meet talking to you guys. I treat you all the same with love and respect.
Of course.
So there's council people that are my friends I didn't know about, and they're in the group, so they are seeing what the community is saying, which is mainly what we want. We want to be heard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
And
do.
it doesn't cost
Everybody
a
wants.
thing. I haven't spent a penny on any of this. I haven't paid Facebook a dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did try to sell advertisement space, like for when the beginning, but it
Wasn't
well because the group wasn't there yet.
exactly.
The group wasn't engaging, and I don't want it to be a revenue. I want it to be a resource for the community, not hey, let me just milk this thing for money type situation.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not that type of
It's-
person.
No, but at some point, being the administrator of a group like that, you should be compensated in some way. You know,
there
there's
needs to
some
be a
I agree.
monetization that can
I do
happen.
produce I have an Etsy shop where I sell hoodies, stickers, T-shirts. Like
About Fairborn?
yeah, oh yeah. I'll share.
Well, we need. Yeah, I was going to say.
I'll share it, but I don't-
these
So we
these
need a
are
link for that as well.
Yeah, Graham's getting it. But you know, as far as it does seem like people would like to see more businesses downtown.
Yes,
That seems like a
business,
big,
a grocery store on the north side.
Yeah.
If I don't say that, my group will beat me.
Oh yeah, I did catch that.
They
grocery
want
store,
a
but-
grocery store on the north side.
Then you went to the dollar.
So where the
Fuller's
tag
used to
agency
be.
is, the
Yes.
motor, where is it, B&B?
Yep.
Or the Dollar General's. Studies have shown Dollar General is horrible for communities. It will destroy economy in the community.
Really?
Oh yeah, tons of studies out of it now. Oh man,
I gotta tell you, I
we
went
could
in there
talk
for the
I'm telling
first
you, we
time.
could talk for hours.
I
Yeah.
went in there for the first time 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
I needed to get my license plate tags.
Yeah.
So I'm going to that plaza, and you had asked me to stop and get like fingernail polish
acetate.
remover or something. And I'm like,
Acetone.
babe, I'm on the wrong end of town. To your point, there's not. I didn't realize there was a place on that side of town to get nail polish.
And you probably
remover.
paid $3 or $4 for the nail polish if you went there, which
No,
isn't
it was
really.
$1.50.
Oh, that ain't bad.
It was
That ain't
$1.50.
bad at all.
But I didn't even know that store was there. Like that.
Oh,
was
the Dollar General
Yeah.
there?
My point is, I had no.
Well, it's not
idea.
like it doesn't say Dollar General. It's just DG. It's like a little.
It's
tiny,
a DG marketplace,
Yeah,
and I thought,
And so
what
there
in the
was
world
some
is that?
food in there, right?
And they
Did
had
you
some.
say?
Well, they
Like-
have things that are edible, and they had some produce, right?
Right.
I don't know
Water
what I would call food, but
There's a lot of things that are edible.
These are
yeah,
really
you can
awesome.
eat it, but that doesn't make it food. I'll be honest, I was impressed. It
Yeah.
was clean. It was organized.
That's good.
The lady was awesome. I was floored. It's like I had no idea this was in my town. I did not know.
Maybe it's just not getting visited.
Well, I'm not over there. There's other than get my license plates renewed.
Well, that's the thing.
Right.
There's no
other-
traffic.
There's
there's
really
no other
Since
reason.
the base took back, what was it 444?
Right.
And then stuff started closing up over there. There's no
Yes.
real reason for traffic.
Yeah.
Now there's the bowling alley still over there.
Right.
Yep.
But that's real close to the highway, so they don't necessarily have to come
Yeah, they don't
into
have to come
town.
down into town.
So
But
what
I was amazed at the coolness of that store. The lady was killer. And it turns out she was the manager. I said, "How long has this store been here? Do you know?"
I have no idea. It's probably been at least 3 or 4 years, I think.
She's managed it for 4 years, and it was there before her. But I
that
did not
crazy?
know. I felt
Yeah.
foolish for being in. It's in my town. I didn't know. But she was delightful. And then there was another lady, another employee that was in there and just greeted me. I just walked around. I found my nail polish thing, and I was on my way. But it's like, well, I want to loop through here and see what's in here. I was impressed. I'll be honest, I was. They were super nice. The store was clean. It was organized. It was. I couldn't find a reason to say I don't like this.
Right.
There you go. You can't
Killer.
beat that.
If you needed a 12-pack of Miller Lite, if you needed a
It's
bottle
just
of,
not conveniently located.
I don't know.
So
There's not like
does the group want the?
would be somewhere. I think somewhere
would be
over
right
that
there?
area. But
Okay.
if that was there, why isn't it fulfilling the need then? Or they not know
That's
about
what
it?
I'm wondering. If it's
Well,
just
they know about it, but I just don't know if they know
that there's food
that.
and
Like
stuff.
how you
there.
praised it. I don't
Dude,
know if
I
they know
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
I thought.
I know you
I wanted
said
to
it was a
high-five
little
them on the way
gem.
out.
Yeah.
And could they do better with groceries? I'm sure they could. Right.
Well,
I'm sure.
that's a hard. That's
But
a,
they had
a low
they
profit
had some
market.
fresh
anyways.
produce. They had some Lunchables and that kind of thing. Big frozen food section, and then the chip aisle,
Does
and
anything
the cookie
save a lot
aisle,
or
and-
any of these other little shops?
But it
have.
was neat and clean. That
That's
was the
rare.
thing.
Yeah.
And the lady said that at the average Dollar General, the employee turnover, they turn over an employee every 6 weeks.
I wonder why.
I don't know. But in her store,
That's pretty fast.
she's had the same crew for 4 years. Nobody's left.
That tells you
That's
why.
I mean,
impressive, too.
she's hitting it.
tells you why.
I want to say her name is Sherry. But
Hi, Sherry.
Sherry.
she had a name tag on. I just can't remember what it was. But she was fabulous. And maybe it was because it was Christmas time and everybody was in the Christmas spirit.
No,
I
because
don't know.
usually that makes them more stressed out. And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I swung by the
And there
Family
was some-
Dollar over on by the primary school on this side of town, and on over by the 5 Points.
Yeah.
And they've been consistently busy nonstop.
Is that right?
And they're nice and pleasant, but they're busy. They're stressed.
Yeah.
They're stocking shelves. They're running around trying to fill everything.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a different experience.
And you could tell she had some regular customers. There were 2 or 3 people that had come in when I was there, and the way they interacted, you knew that
They're going down the aisle talking, and she's sitting there talking.
chit-chatting.
Yeah, like
Well,
giving
one
them
of them-
flack about Bob. What are you doing back here? Already here this morning, and I'm like, this is wild to me. I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone
That's a
episode.
small town. I love that.
That
Yeah.
is a small town, and that is what we love about Fairborn. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. What we want to keep about Fairborn.
Exactly, and it can still stay small, but it can also attract some
Oh yeah.
other nice restaurants for that downtown and really build that up.
I don't see why we're not.
Yeah, I don't either.
If people pay attention to news and entertainment, Dave Chappelle opened up a new club down
Yes.
here. Xenia in Old Town I don't know if you've been over there. They put in a giant hotel. in Xenia in Old Town. I grew up in Old Town, right across from that township building.
Oh, really?
That is one of the poorest neighborhoods around.
They put a hotel there?
Huge. It belongs over by
it.
Lowe's. Huge. It is massive because Dave Chappelle put it in a comedy store that is booked out nonstop in Yellow Springs. We're right next door. Why aren't we enticing people from these very wealthy individuals to come to Fairborn and say, hey, look what we have to offer. We have such a deep history. We have celebrities come here for the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, Allison Cooper used to come here all the time and visit Mike Foy.
Yeah.
Why don't we have that anymore? They're right next door.
Yeah. So what do you think needs to happen? Who are the people that need to hear the voices?
I think communication, dialogue, what we're doing. The progress that's happening now. The group's growing, is developed to more communication, is branching out to more communication. We're already talking about doing a rotation of this and having town halls for more dialogue. Now we just need to get the city involved, get people that can make the decisions and are all on the boards. Make sure we're not necessarily, oh, you're right or wrong. What can we do to make everybody happy or make everything better?
Many hands make light load.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in Rotary?
No.
Okay.
I'm in no clubs, no organizations, none of it. I'm poor.
Let's talk about the dream job for you.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to just plug you in somewhere. What's the dream job for
if I
Joey
could be
B?
selfish?
Yeah.
10 acres farmland.
Okay.
Growing farm, indoor and outdoor farm, like a commercial farm.
Okay.
With goats, pigs, everything.
Organic.
They got 10 acres. They want to.
I would sell my house. Like if it's near Fairborn, I will sell my house.
No, you got to stay here. You can't.
Well, no,
come in and tell us
that's
you're
what I'm saying.
staying.
Like within Fairborn, like area, like on the outskirts of Fairborn.
Yep.
I will gladly do that.
Huh.
Okay.
Because I already have oh my. You think what I'm doing with the social media thing is amazing. I already have plans and business plans and all sorts of wonderful things.
For your homestead?
Well, for that,
you got to get that odor control thing up and running. How are you going to fund this farm if you don't?
I've dropped off of that. I'm more marketing consultant now. If people need help, I will gladly help you with marketing consulting and doing that nature.
Okay.
It just that just seems to have led the way to this.
If I try to, every time I try to do what I want to do, God says no.
But you're a connector.
Yes, that is my gift. I can connect one person with another person.
Yeah.
Somebody needs help, but somebody can help them.
Okay.
That is, I think, what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that 10-acre farm, I can't do that right now. Maybe down the road.
Yeah.
Right now, there's somebody I need to connect with somebody else.
Yep.
I just don't know who yet. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing until I find that.
That's exactly the purpose of this podcast: is to just put it out there and watch the magic.
The overlapping circles. It's amazing.
It'll be amazing.
Lisa said, "Hey, we're gonna have a guy called Joey B come on the podcast," and I'm like, "Okay." You didn't call me Joey B. And then she introduced me to the Facebook site, and I said, "Does he have a business that he's promoting? And can we help him promote a business?" And she said, "No, this is it. We're going to promote."
I don't have a business. I don't help. I'm not greedy at all. I don't want to.
It's not about greed. You did.
No.
To me, it is. To me, it's
not greed. You got to be compensated for what you're doing.
Well, that's and I am in many different ways.
You don't
I am taken care of.
I am blessed. Looking for donations. You want to be able to run something, and that also is just how the universe is wired. It's called fair exchange. If you're going to put energy into something, you should expect return.
And when God decides to bless me with it, He will.
100%.
I'm not going to.
So for right now, you're not jumping ahead.
Yeah, I'm not demanding it. I'm not saying, "Oh, I deserve this." I deserve it when it comes. Yeah. Like when you guys reached out to me, that blew my mind. Like seriously, I told my wife, she's like, "What?" I was like, "Exactly." Why do they want to talk to me? Like, why me? I asked you that.
You did ask me that. It was one of the very first things you said. It's like, well, why not you, Joey? And actually, when you mentioned it in the group too, you had a lot of other people say the same thing.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's why I kept mentioning.
Like,
I don't see what
everybody to a lot of people
sees
already. Yeah,
and I am very, very happy about that.
Yeah, it's amazing. And
crazy.
Your story is just so uplifting and inspiring, and the way that you truly give from your heart to.
Servant's soul is what I've been told.
Yeah.
One of my original pastors said that I had a servant's heart or servant's soul. I didn't know what that meant either. Just somebody, you're willing to go out of your way to help somebody else, even if it means losing something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's me.
So you have your own YouTube channel too.
Oh,
and you have quite a few subscribers.
Yeah, that was an old, that was from the old days. I haven't.
What was the topic there?
Originally, all right, so I started just making video game stuff just like any other kid did, like when I was in the Air Force. Well, then a really wonderful lady who taught me a lot about social media marketing. She does a lot of her own things, but in a different like demographic. Whitney, I love you. I can't remember your last name, but I'll tag you and I promise. She's amazing. She taught me a lot. But I was doing the YouTube. I was going through ICB because that's what I was going to be, a YouTube star. I wanted to be the next Mr. Beast or whatever.
Yes.
Yep.
No, like you need a crew. It's not just one person can be a YouTube star. You need it's a TV production that they low budgeted and
For sure.
it's a whole different. It's a scheme.
It is quite an.
And once you realize that, but you have the skills of creating everything.
Yes.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Make YouTube videos.
Yes.
I made YouTube videos about everything. Eventually, Whitney hit me with Amazon affiliates. So let's say you do a YouTube video and say this microphone. I comment a link in the from the Amazon page where it's at. Every time somebody clicks that, I get paid for it. But it's gift cards through Amazon. But if you buy stuff through Amazon,
100%,
you can buy Visa gift cards and pay your bills, whatever. And one video would get me, I'd get $200 or $300 a month. And I wouldn't,
That's great.
I'd put those like,
just for talking into a microphone and promoting
and just
other
linking
people's
it,
stuff.
just finding on Amazon, linking it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that started companies sending me stuff to review, sending me this stuff to review. And I was like, oh yeah. Then it got me in trouble.
Oh no.
How?
In Ohio, it is illegal to shoot sonic boom or tannerite explosive targets with firearms. It's a mixture of stuff. It's you go get it from Rural King. You can buy it right now. Don't do it. It's right. Any sportsman that uses guns that uses it, anybody or has used it, or anybody that's a sniper for the even our police use it.
Okay.
It's target practice fun. You shoot it, it explodes. It's not like a really big explosion.
I've heard of this.
It is two different.
I've heard of it.
Two different felonies in Ohio.
Really?
I was a representative for Sonic Boom. They sent me 30 pounds of this stuff. So it comes pre-mixed. When you mix it, that's one felony. That's a class 4 felony. When you shoot it, that's a class 2 felony.
Interesting.
Yeah, I found because the sheriff walked up to the house. On my YouTube channel, there's a video of it because we had the camera glasses.
We got to get a link to that.
And it recorded it. It is 2 different felonies to shoot it in Ohio.
No matter if are you allowed within 200 yards of a school now?
Oh yeah. I didn't get in like legal trouble because no one really knows about it, and they sell it so readily at the store.
I was gonna say you can buy it at Real King.
If you can buy it, then how it?
I told them, and they dropped me from their
mandatory?
influencer program like that because it's a felony. I'm like, I can't do this, guys.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm like, okay, you're right.
So interesting.
It's the fire marshal. Ohio Fire Marshal has deemed it illegal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We got to get that guy on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
So do you still have an Amazon page?
I still do the Amazon affiliate thing,
Uh-huh.
But it's like small stuff now. I'm more into gardening now, so
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I got the impression because I did go to your YouTube page,
goodness.
and it did look like you do a lot with gardening.
I do a lot more now with gardening.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't scroll too far back, but
Before, this year's been the group focus has been on the group. The year before that was gardening. I have 16 different newsletters out. I have a gardening booklet. Well, it's $1 on Etsy now, but I had it out there for free forever.
okay.
Of just helpful guides, tips and tricks.
You are Mr. Beast.
I don't know if I'm Mr. Beast, but like I tried so many different things that
you're providing
and nothing
value.
was working.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just kept next thing, and then I saw that. I don't know if you guys like how long you've been on Facebook and the Fairborn groups. About a year and a half ago, there was a very popular Fairborn group that had over 15,000 people in it.
Okay.
Very popular, very active, very good, very well managed. A new admin got in there and made a rule, said you had to go to this link and fill out this thing or you got kicked out. It was a scam. Somebody got in there and ruined it.
Oh.
That group died.
Yeah.
5 other groups started up about the same time. Mine, a couple others. The Fairborn Communities was always still there. They're the more popular one now.
Okay.
But my thing was I was going to get all the scams out. So anybody that's talking about duct cleaning, there's a few ones like there's the car detailing one, there's a garage door one, there's scams.
Oh.
If you see a post on Facebook advertising garage doors, duct cleaning, stuff like that, they're scams. They're going to hack your account. There's tons of them. And like I'll clear them out of mine,
Yeah.
and filter them out, and then I'll see them in all the other groups.
Oh gosh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All the groups have a lot more thousands of followers, but they're full of bots. They're full of scammers.
Wow.
Then if you come to my group, like, oh, we love the community, love how there's no advertisements, love how there's just people talking.
Right. Do you
Well,
have to
let's tailor
approve
that way.
posts for your group?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Now, some
that
people are
helps,
already
right?
pre-approved. Like Green County Parks and Rec, they post most in our group in the summer, in spring and summer, because they post in every single one of their projects. A lot of the Fairborn schools the Fairborn schools never post in our group. I have to share all their stuff.
Okay.
They also post to Instagram for their sporting. If you're looking for Fairborn sporting stuff, it's on Instagram.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
So like for their schedule?
For their games, for their photos, for videos, any of it is all on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's one lady out there going to kick my butt for that one.
Uh-oh.
They're not all on there. The majority of them, they try to share them on both, but they end up on Instagram. I try to share them from there to Facebook. But that's what started that whole thing about the Troy. He did their sports games. I offered to do that for the school. Come to every game, record them, and do that stuff. And school didn't want nothing to do with it. Oh, we have
Fairborn didn't?
Yeah, they have somebody that takes care of all that.
Oh, they do. Okay.
That's what they said.
So you would have been a duplication of effort.
Except for
Allegedly, but I haven't seen a single live broadcast of any of the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've rarely ever seen photos. Like there's some. I know the guy that does it because I seen him at the other events. And he's a good guy. I'm not trying to dog him.
Right.
His marching orders is what I'm dogging.
Yeah.
What he's told they're allowed to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what their effort is. Because it doesn't seem like there's any promotion of the city from the city.
Okay.
Like they promote their little tasks and events. But like if this person did this good thing, why isn't the city promoting that? Like your guys are saying, why isn't the city promoting that? They refuse to promote my group. There's too many other groups that it would be favoritism. I was like, but you guys know my group isn't like everybody else's group, and it actually does this, this, and this. No, they still refuse to support it or show any, which I get. Favoritism, I don't know.
Somewhere in there is an answer we'll never have.
Yes. There's a nugget of information, which is just
there. And so much of that is just about relationship capital, just about who we know and how do we know them and what
they don't know me, so I'm unsafe to them. I'm not familiar. I'm outside their routine.
Well, you're getting 10 right, Joey.
Somebody's got it. Somebody's got to liven things up around here.
I keep going back to that. It's like, that sounds kind of fun.
From what I'm told. I don't know.
Allegedly, I took it all and put it somewhere outside of Ohio and took a steel rim from like a trailer, a semi-trailer, and shot it up. You could hear it whistling. There's a video of it whistling in the air and us screaming because we couldn't see it. And it come down and it was piping hot. It was amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Like there's a slow, you see all the ground come up like in the movies.
So there's a reason why they don't want us blowing that up.
It's an honest reason.
Maybe that's why they're not connecting with your group, Joe.
No, maybe. But I haven't done
that's old news. That's old news.
If that's all I'm worried about, send it.
How many members do you have in the group now?
Right now we're at 6,900.
6,900.
We're close to 7,000 members.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
And it's only been a year.
And, I just found your group really accidentally. And then, I told you about it about a month ago. And then all of a sudden it's like, and now here's Joey right here in person. And it's really just been so fun to,
that's been my tactic is to flood the market. Usually it says like, if you really read any social media marketing guide, it says post once, twice, maybe 3 times a day at peak hours. I post 200 times a month. Wow. There are 200 posts a month in the group.
That's amazing.
I flood the market.
Yeah.
All you see is Fairborn.
Yeah.
So you don't see ads. You don't see all that bull.
Yeah.
You see us.
Yep.
You see Fairborn. Sorry, I moved.
And it's fun. And it's
times a month.
It's fun stuff that you post too. You ask
I do create stuff.
Really
I do create
great
some
questions.
things.
Okay.
You were asking what people are getting ready to think about for the new year and
what their plans are, or like ask them what their Christmas plans are. Sometimes I'll create like those little hide and seek things or word searches, or I'll send those out there for people. Just something to give them something to do throughout the day.
Something to do, yeah.
See if I find one of those. I just looked right into the mic.
What if the city came to you and said, Joey B, we've got to put you on the payroll. You're doing too many good things. We just got to have you. How would that be?
I don't know how they would. To be honest with you,
they'd have to create a spot.
Probably.
It would be a new position.
Because I know the lady that runs their social media marketing. She's a wonderful person, old coworker of mine. I wouldn't want her to lose her spot.
Okay.
She's a wonderful person. I wouldn't want her to lose that.
No. This would be something above and beyond what she's doing.
That's what she does. She manages her all. She actually, like the Fairborn, so I don't know if anybody else knows this. If you are in trouble and all you have is Facebook, you don't have a cell phone or anything, I guess if you have a Facebook, you have a cell phone, call 911. But they don't monitor their Facebook messages. The Fairborn police doesn't. The city doesn't really monitor messages that well. Well, at least they don't monitor mine.
Yeah.
Like they've told me this is not a good avenue.
Yeah.
But my problem is radio is pretty much dead for the younger generations. They'll have streaming services or Spotify. They don't listen to radio.
They really don't.
I miss the old vinyl, but that's just me. News is untrustworthy now. They've kind of shot themselves in the foot.
You don't say.
Yeah. Kids don't watch the news.
No, they don't. No.
They're on TikTok. That's what I've been asking people.
They get their news.
Like when I go out in public, I ask kids, hey, where are you getting all your information? TikTok. We don't have social media. Too many bullies, too many ads. They're all on TikTok or YouTube. So that's where I try to put my info. I have a TikTok account. I don't like it, but I just post stories there.
I feel like TikTok has lots of ads.
But
like you can shop in the middle of the night so easily.
It owns 40% of the market share of videos. Used to be YouTube. Now TikTok. Well, TikTok I think is getting banned now. Slowly getting cycled because it steals your information.
Something with January 1st, but I can't imagine there's too many people that are.
It owns 40% of the market though. Who's going to fill that void? Is it going to be YouTube?
Somebody
Tesla?
will.
I don't know. Did you say Tesla?
Yeah. That guy's on to some crazy stuff right now.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's so fun.
It's scary.
Do you follow
It's
it?
terrifying.
No, I try not to.
You try not to. Yeah.
Either.
It winds up because I'm in the news every day. I see it, but I avoid that stuff because it doesn't affect me. Like personally, it doesn't affect me.
You can't.
And I can't use that information to help the town.
Yes, exactly.
So like when they argue about Harris and Trump, like it doesn't help me at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't help me to sit here and debate with you to win internet points that aren't going to get me nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
What can we talk about today that'll change something today to help things today?
Yeah.
Like whether like with one of my favorite scandals is the whole Springfield thing, but the eating animals and the truth of that I'm not going to even try to explain.
Yeah.
But the fact that everybody got caught up on that when it blaming Trump or whoever for it when it was DeWine's choice.
Yeah.
Everybody forgot that DeWine said, bring them in. We'll rely on the religious groups, the charities to take care of them. Now they're upside down. They don't have enough resources for residents or those people.
Right.
No one knows they did the same thing down near Loveland. There's another community exactly the same way down there.
But Trump didn't mention that in.
No one talks about that.
And that's the only
That
reason
one
why they
happened
were mad at Trump is because he's the one that brought it to
They took
light.
a story and twisted it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help nobody. All it does is just cause drama and it sells advertisement views on things and advertisers win,
Little
not
shorts.
the people.
Yeah.
So I try to focus on the people.
Yeah, it's better to do that because a lot of times we just really don't know what the truth is.
The people of Springfield are struggling.
They really are struggling. And is that going to turn around, do you think? Are they, they're talking about
Unless there's a
deporting.
bunch of deportation
So
coming up.
I feel like maybe that
That hurts both people. That removes them while they're already hurting. And the Springfield people lose all that other people, so they're not getting any more additional resources. Because like if they pull the people out, well, we don't need to give any money. We took away the problem. You have no resources now, and those people are displaced a second time. Wherever they're going isn't going to be better than here. They're going to deport them back to Haiti or wherever they're from. That's not better than here. So we won't just give them resources to take care of both of them in the spot. They print money, might as well.
Yeah, I think the challenge
I'm not sure
is,
that's the solution, but
No, I know. And
it's clearly a problem.
we won't
that needs addressed.
debate it because like it's one of those things where it's like, you hear so many different sides of it and hospitals.
And it's going to flood down this way.
schools
Like
and-
not the Haitians or like the financial aspect of it. They're going to start coming here for groceries. They're going to start coming here for resources, and that's going to deplete resources. Not just say here, but like it's going to spread out.
It's definitely a culture clash,
Yeah.
and it makes it tough. The answers are not easy because not everybody wins.
And there's no quick answer.
It's not going to be fair to everybody. It's not going to be equitable to everybody. Somebody's feelings are.
It already is. It already is
lives are
equitable.
going to be disrupted.
Yep.
So it's a fascinating thing, and that's another good point for your site on Facebook is the people that are bringing their perspective. I'm concerned about the curb, or I'm concerned about the
Yes, I love that.
the whatever.
This grocery,
everybody,
this grocery store on the north end.
Yes.
Well, that's north side of Springfield. Well, Springfield people are coming down to get groceries because they don't have the resources up there that could almost justify a demand for a north side grocery store to help supply the demand of the Springfield that's just north of it.
Well, when you look at the demographic, and I'm sure those and
I'm sure that's why there's not one yet.
companies
Yeah.
do. They're saying when it's time, we'll put one in. Until it's time,
When the numbers were profitable,
it would be economically
Because they were saying Aldi's and Trader Joe's, and I'm like,
Trader Joe's
that would be so great.
Trader Joe's ain't going to invest that much money
No,
into
but
that little spot. Unless there was
love
something
their
else.
snacks.
Unless we start bringing in people like from Yellow Springs is big. They have a huge magnet for people with money right now. Why aren't we trying to siphon a little bit of it off for Fairborn?
I think everybody's kind of waiting
Collaborate.
from an economic standpoint. Everybody's waiting to see what the next 6 months look like.
I think so as well.
Freeze. Everything's just like,
Everybody's on a holding pattern, and probably that's probably smart.
That's why I stay out of that realm.
know.
I stay clear away from that. I deal with curbs.
Yep. And grocery
I
stores.
deal with small stuff.
Did you do any video of the inflatable Christmas yard decorations?
That's one of the things I steered away from. I was asked, that was mentioned as one of the things going on, so I try to stay away from that. That's why I did
Like it
trees
was a
and front
problem?
doors. potentially clashing of what was already happened. The town had a city lights course that you could pay, or I don't know if it was paid. I don't want to take that back. I don't remember if you had to pay to be a part of it or it was free. But basically, they put you on a map and you get to see everybody's Christmas lights.
Yeah.
I didn't want to conflict with that.
Yeah.
I just try to stay away from them, be respectful. So that's why I did a Christmas tree. Everybody that celebrates Christmas is going to do that.
Exactly. And it's
And I
just
did
such
the
a
door.
nice thing to do.
If you didn't do Christmas, like if you don't celebrate Christmas and you still want to participate, decorate your door. Somebody decorating Grinch and got a
I
gift.
saw somebody on Maple had an inflatable Santa Claus that was taller than their house.
Oh, easily.
I mean, it was huge. And I'm thinking, that is a gutsy move.
Well, one of the neighbors that did the Halloween contest, they had one of those big, giant, 20-foot tall skeletons.
Okay.
Yeah, it's decorated like Santa Claus now.
Oh, is that right?
I was like, that's one way to do it. Had a bunch of little elf skeletons around.
Elf skeletons?
Yeah, like skeletons from Halloween decorations, decorated as elves.
Oh my gosh.
That's Fairborn and the key, though. We're allegedly the Halloween town.
We are.
Yeah.
We used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
I won't go there. I won't touch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another, sorry.
No, I just
Next topic.
No, and I do appreciate the fact that that is something that brings people to town. And
That's why I look at it. It's an attractant. Like it's a magnet for people.
Right, exactly.
Whether you have a themed restaurant that attracts people, 5-star restaurant, it's just something that attracts people.
Yeah.
Not everybody can afford that type of amenity type thing. So a little toy shop ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think makes Fairborn a hidden gem in the Miami Valley?
Man, that's a good question. I love it because of the community aspect of where the group has gotten is what the actual community is.
Yeah.
I just hadn't got into it yet. And everybody here is loving and supporting and caring. That is hands down shown, hands over time in that group. Now, whether they can all get together and show that, I think is the biggest problem now. Everybody is so separated and not community anymore. And that's where we're at.
Yeah. Is there something that you can think of that would help to bring people together to foster that collaboration between city leaders and community members?
Yeah, these talks, the couple of different
town
projects we're talking about starting.
Yeah, I think that that's
the momentum. Just
this is like
stick with-
farming. As a gardener and a farmer,
Yeah.
you know that you plant seeds now, you don't harvest until later.
Oh, yeah.
So the seeds you're laying down now with the group that you're describing and the people that you're connecting to, you got to not underestimate the planting process.
Yes.
And the harvest comes
I got to
down
foster.
the
I don't
road.
want to sit there and try to
100%.
jump off and like, oh, we're going to do all this stuff right now.
And you never know. Some of the people in your group, maybe we may see their name on a yard sign down the road because they do want a spot on the city council because they are now committed to not just saying, let me show you.
Yeah.
Don't let me tell you what I want. Let me show you how I can help you get it.
How we can do this.
So that's, like I said, don't underestimate that because you're doing the farming now.
Yes.
And the harvest will come down the road a bit, I'm sure of that.
I wholeheartedly agree. Like this past year has just been me grinding out, getting the field prepped, getting everything ready, getting everything situated.
Yeah.
And now
Spreading a little manure. You got to have some manure.
Got to have your fertilizer. But no, you're 100% right. And that's one thing I love about the group. I love having everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
Because everything to me is like, you can't have the light without the dark. You can't have the dark without the light. If we're all good people, we seem fake.
Actually, darkness is just the absence of light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we're all shining bright,
Yeah.
we all look fake. Like it's very one-sided.
Yeah.
If you don't have the darkness and show like, hey, this is what's going on. This is the darkness in our world. This is what we're trying to do to combat it. No one will know how to do that.
So you're bringing light to the neighborhood.
Trying.
That's
I'm just trying to shine
I'm
bright.
telling you, we're going to see Joey's name
he
on a
is.
yard sign in the too distant future.
Goodness.
Joey, what is the funniest or most unexpected post that went viral in the group?
Oh man, I don't know.
Is there one that just kind of took off like crazy? They all get a lot of good
Well, nothing's
engagement.
really like outrageous or controversial.
Yeah.
The drone stuff is pretty goofy.
That's
it was
already
kind of
going away. The drone stuff is
Well,
like,
'cause-
it was hot for 2 weeks and now it's like, oh, we're moving on to the next
I
thing.
blame the government on that.
There's
one.
got to be like,
Because I was
flaming
tracking it
monkeys
because I'm a
or
nerd.
something.
I have
But you're in
cameras.
the Air Force.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. We know what's up there. Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, there's no way they don't know.
when the government says, "Oh, we don't know who's behind this," is a
Yeah.
blatant lie.
100%.
And that made me mad
They should have just said, right?
because it wasn't 2 weeks later. Biden's out in the front of press saying, "Oh, it's ours. We authorized them."
remember what day
It started
it
off
is.
one of them, and now it's a whole bunch of them.
gee.
That's why it died. Because before we didn't know if it was a threat. We didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And one thing was aliens.
That's fun to think about, though, don't you think? Coming
That's
from
for a
inner
whole nother
world.
episode, Dave.
Distractions. That's just a
is
distraction.
Complete distraction.
If you're taking steps forward, it's like, oh, distraction.
Yeah. Look at this shiny
can't
thing.
do those.
This shiny thing over here
Well,
while we do that.
There was some kind of
Crazy.
legislation that they were trying
Yes.
to pass about the
December
drones.
10th, they met to expand their reach of what they could
Yeah.
do with drones.
With drones.
And they were supposed to be voting on the 20th.
20,
Was
yes.
it 20th?
Yeah,
I don't
the
know
20th.
what the result was.
They were able to.
Secure their expansion? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
just
always
what-
good for the
No,
American
they
people.
were able to not.
Oh,
they
they
were
denied
able to.
them.
They kept
good.
it the way it is currently.
So that's what I thought happened. They were trying to show off what their drones could do.
Yes.
So they were showing to the Congress what they could do with their drones, or what they could stir up with their drones to show the need for it.
Right.
Yes.
And I don't.
Celestial events.
So, but what it was going to do, it was going to limit if you and I wanted
Well,
to
it's-
fly drones, it was going to limit our ability to
But
do
they already
that.
do that. If you fly a drone, especially if you fly commercial, you have to be registered with FFA. You have to have a license.
Right.
There's a
It's true. And I
And
can't fly it here. I do
can't
have
be
the
anywhere
drones,
near the
so-
Air Force base.
Yeah, it
Near
won't
that
fly
space.
in
Yep.
this space.
And then the drones are already programmed that way. So no
Right.
kid on the side of the street can't just go do what they've been doing.
Right.
Right, exactly. I mean, and
So
mine is a
it has to be
DJI.
approved to be there because the software denies you to do that.
Right.
So that just that bugged me. That's why I went away so
t-shirts
fast.
made. I think over here at TCA we need to have them on too. But I'm going to have a T-shirt made that says "You'll never know everything about anything."
That's truth.
So
Okay, yeah.
let's put a big red bow on
Let's
this.
put
thing.
a big red
I
bow on
told
this,
you, we
Joey.
could talk for days. Sorry,
I know
I'm turning
you.
my alarm
You
sound.
said
I
maybe
can sit here and talk.
Yeah,
That's why
3 or
Rogan
4.
does 3-hour things because
I know.
you
I
just
can
start
see-
talking and
yes.
flow.
Smoking
And
cigars and
that's all you.
No, it really.
talk about cottonmouth. You won't be able to talk for like you.
Is there anything that we can do to help your group, or anything that you're looking to have support with through the community?
Just post your stuff to the group.
Okay.
Like your guys' content too, please. Whenever you produce, you got an episode coming out, post it,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, we can
Anything
do
to
that. This is all
talk, get
about
people
small
talking.
town.
That's all I care about.
we want the haters.
Oh, please,
Every
you do.
one of 'em.
Oh, you do.
No, it hurts my feelings, you guys. Don't be haters.
No, you need them because it keeps you on track. Because if you
Yeah.
if you don't have haters, you're not doing
It
something.
boosts the algorithm.
If you're being liked,
Yeah.
if you're just
Yeah.
being liked, you're not doing nothing.
Speaking of which, what do we want them to do?
Like, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
please.
for
By all
sure.
means.
And so stay tuned on this because we'll have some links. I want some pictures of some of
for
the things
sure.
that you've posted and things that you've done.
Yeah, and definitely
we'll put some
follow
links
Joey's group. It is the official title is Fairborn, Ohio News and Events Group, and there's a lot of really great information in there. And Joey, you do an awesome job.
Thank you.
Adminning and just helping to promote engagement and inspiration for our whole town. I mean, you really have done a great job, and I really do think of you as a superstar in our community. Truly, I'm not making it up.
I agree.
Yeah.
It blows my mind, but I'm very humble and thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I just thank you guys for inviting me. This has been a wonderful experience. I am very
Yay.
happy. Thank you so much.
Good. Yay. Oh, that's
pleasure.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Graham.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye bye.
Because
It
it's
is
just
so
not
true.
There's
gonna happen.
that person's story.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Do.
If you know
And our
that,
time's up.
you might know that reference. They won't.
What's the ref?
Oh, if I can play it again.
Oh, was it a song?
It's an old nerd reference.
Oh, boy.
Oh, how did I play that?
Are you a
If I
nerd?
get my
Graham?
Good old nerd.
He's look. How is he not? Look at him. He's behind a computer. He's a nerd.
He's a
Yeah, I'm
nerd.
right there with you. When I'm not doing this, I'm same boat.
Producer, yes, yeah.
You can jeopardize. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
Can't name that tune?
In the middle of the commercials, they do a little jingle like for a commercial break, and that's part of their commercial break jingle.